Welcome to this week's Coffee and Conversation. I want to discuss two men that are getting divorced soon that don't know it. Both of them said the same thing, and I thought it was a huge issue that I need to bring up. Both of these guys are long-term married, 15 plus years, and both of them said the same thing to their coach, therapist, or counselor. I'm married. I don't need to date my wife. What both of these men don't realize is they're less than 2 years away from divorce. Their wives are about done. Because, well, they believe that. The fact that they are in a near sexless relationship hasn't clued them in that you need to date your wife. The fact that they're in couples counseling hasn't made them aware you need to date your wife. I did a video and I really addressed 5 ways to divorce proof your marriage. And number 2 on that list was you need to always date your wife. It is about building and keeping the connection alive. And it's backed by studies. The National Marriage Project found that women who had a weekly date night with their husband are 350% happier in their marriages. Let me repeat that. 350% happier in their marriages. So, you want to tell me how you don't need to date your wife? They also asked about their sex life, and those women were satisfied in their sex life. I know of at least 5 women who, when they were getting divorced that are friends of mine, I asked them, and in almost every case, their husband had stopped dating them. So the reality backs the studies. So, are you smart enough to change your habits? Because if the love of your life that gets all of your attention is work, don't get upset when you get divorced. Why should an ignored woman not eventually decide, well, if I'm not important enough to date, he doesn't want to continue to let me know that he chooses me, why should she stay married to you? She'd be better off without you if that's the kind of guy that you are. But you could change this. Now, the problem is if your relationship is already at a challenging point and you call it a date, she might not be good with that because she doesn't want to date you because she's protecting her heart from the pain of you not following through like you've done on a lot of things. You don't have to call it a date. It can be dinner. It can be an activity. Get her back into being used to spending time with just you, making this time a priority. You could start with every other week and work your way up to weekly before you call it a date. It doesn't have to be a date. And remember, personally, dinner and movies is not a date. Dinner and anything can be a date, but I'm not saying you can't go to the movies, but if that's your version of a date where you can't talk a lot at dinner and then you're at a movie theater where you're looking straight ahead and you can't talk and connect, that's problematic. So this is a lot of what we work with guys on: reconnecting, focusing first on themselves to kind of get grounded and get a masculine core and then move forward from there. It's also something I'm covering in my Bedroom Revival course, which starts in June, the second half of June. It's a small group coaching course to help you stop the erosion of connection and affection in your marriage and rebuild it. It can be redone if it's started soon enough. And if it doesn't end up reviving your bedroom, it will revive your bedroom with someone down the road. So if you're interested in finding out more about that, reach out to me. Click the Get in Touch button at manoflegacy.org. There's also information on the golf retreat this coming September with Matt Epsky and Steve Horseman. So look forward to seeing you guys then. Have a great week.